The Ju52 is an iconic aircraft, and being announced in Airfix's 2026 range was a brand new tool. Also, sorry about the fan, but between my medication and the heat waves, like, girl, I am toasty. Hey guys, it's model making time, and today we're looking at the Ju52. We're not going to spend too long before we go into the unboxing. I'll just tell you a little bit about why I decided to buy this kit instead of one of the others on the market. And well, if you're new here, I'm an average model maker, and I'm here to show that you don't have to be god tier to enjoy modelling. If you like what you see here today, make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment down below. Do you think you'll buy the Ju52? Well, wait until you've seen the unboxing maybe before you leave that comment. And if you want to support the channel more in me doing unboxings like this, buying kits like this, you can support me as a channel member. Just hit join down below, or over on Ko-fi if you prefer to do it as a one-off donation, or just outside of YouTube. But yeah, let's talk about why I bought this kit, and then we'll do the unboxing. And if you can't wait, just skip to the unboxing, use the timestamps down below. The Ju52 is an aircraft I've wanted for so long, and if anyone saw, like when I was like a collaborator with Airfix's Artemis launch, or has just sort of been on my website, you'll know that the SN79, the Italian medium bomber and torpedo bomber, is one of my favourite aircraft of all time. When I was a kid, I had such a fascination with tri-motor aircraft because I just thought they were so unusual. And then when I saw a restored Ju52 fly, well, it was one I always wanted as a model kit. And I remember walking around town once with my dad. I think we'd gone to Nottingham because my dad was like, Nottingham is like one of the best places to buy model kits. So we went for a day out in Nottingham and went to loads of model shops. And that was one of the few things I didn't buy because I was so scared of, well, you know, messing it up, doing it wrong, not being good enough, that I just didn't buy it, didn't build it. So when Airfix announced their one, I was in a bit of a conundrum. I could buy the older Hella one or the Tallery one, which build a fine model, or I could buy the much newer Airfix one, which should fit together like a jigsaw based on most of their recent tooling. So obviously I went for the Airfix one because I thought that would be one I'd be more able to do. So that's what led me to getting this kit. So I'm not going to keep you waiting. I think we should just dive straight into the unboxing and then have a little chat about, well, my thoughts. Here it is, the long-awaited Junkers Ju52 3MG4E. We'll talk about the box art a bit later on. There are just some thoughts I have about some consistencies on here compared to the original box art, but that's something we'll talk about a bit later on. I think what we need to do first is look inside the box and see what paint schemes there are since they went on the website. So we have this lovely white with the sky blue bottom and the yellow ends of the wings, and then same underneath here but with the sort of splinter camo scheme. I guess this is probably the more iconic of the looks for the Ju52. And then similar again here, but with a black underside. So quite a few differences there, including the armament on the aircraft too. So a few variations you get, and you get the stenciling there as you just saw. The fuselage parts look absolutely stunning, and you can already see where the light is catching those details. And oh my God, I'm blown away by this kit. Like, it looks phenomenal. And this is the rest of the parts. Again, same level of detail. These are a lot smaller, obviously, because these are like the internals, the wings, the engines, but man, this kit is impressive when you get it all out there. Obviously, there's transparencies we'll do at the end too. And I was worried that the corrugated metal effect was not going to get picked up on camera because I just couldn't see it on my little screen. And oh my gosh, it has picked up and it looks beautiful. This is such a fantastic level of detail. This kit is, you know, about £45. I spent some of my hobby points on it, the Hornby points, and got it a bit cheaper. But man, it's so beautiful. It's stunning. It really does the aircraft justice. This historic, amazing airliner and military transport aircraft. It just looks fantastic. And here you can see the side of the fuselage again, that same quality, that same level of detail. You can literally feel the corrugated effect on it. It's stunning. And the underside of the aircraft, I mean, again, no different. The construction of this does seem to be the two sides, a top and a bottom, which reminds me of the block MB210 that I have built previously. And this should potentially allow you, if you wanted to have the roof beam removable. I don't know how viable that will be until someone tries it, but I did it on my MB210 and it meant you could see all the internal details, which obviously otherwise are going to waste. Speaking of the internals, here's the internals and, well, part of it and the top side of the aircraft. And again, it just looks great. It looks fantastic. You can see the little nose piece there as well and some control surfaces, and just, I cannot wait to see this assembled. There's going to be loads of these at Telford. And here's the remaining control surfaces. Very similar. I didn't do full close-ups of these because you can already see the effect. They're quite simple pieces, but they look phenomenal. This has some internal sort of separations, so some internal walls, and it has the details such as the barrels that you can use for scenery that we'll look at when we go through the instructions. These look great. It's a great level of detail, but also a sprue that, if you were so inclined, could potentially avoid a lot of if you just wanted to build the aircraft and do the outside more. I know it's heresy to do modelling and not do the internals, but some people do. And then we have the engine sections here. So I did get a close-up of the engines here, and they do look good. Again, you will actually be able to see these a little bit because of the nature of the Ju52, so these will be really nice to see. Get some really nice weathering on those and some different textures and colours. That'll be really great. I've just done a little rundown of this sprue. And I will move on to the next sprue, which is the undercarriage, which comes in the very retro 30s aerodynamic sort of wheel shape, and the raw wheels as well. No close-up, but you kind of know what this is going to be already, don't you? They're plenty detailed enough for this beautiful Ju52 model. And then we go on to what I call the doodad sprue, which is all the little bits and pieces that finish off the model and just make it look that little bit more realistic and less flat. Again, the quality, the detail, and I like that they thought through all the sprues, so all the parts are in the places you expect them to be. We'll look at the transparencies later, but here's the decals, and mine are slightly smudged on the cockpit bit there. The rest of them seem okay, but they are cartographed, so they're going to go on well. There's not really a lot to them. They're quite simple decals, but if you want to have a look at them, there they are, and they'll match the schemes that we looked at earlier. But yeah, they'll be fine. They're cartographed. They'll be great. Least concerning bit of any kit. The instructions do look nice as well. So here you can see we've got the bits that you can add on for the diorama. So the static bits, the wheel chocks, the sort of underside of it, and the storage and the barrels. And then the instructions proper start with the inside of the model, doing sort of the cockpit section, the dividing walls, the sort of storage, the benches. And I guess if you were so inclined, you could skip most of these, because unless you're doing something like I did on my block MB210, where you can remove the top of the model, you're never really going to see these. And that's a point of contention for some people. Some people love doing the insides, even though you might never see them. Some people hate them. I'm just like, do whatever makes you feel happy. The instructions are divided quite nicely into small, simple steps, and they are color-coded. So the red bits are the new bits you're adding on each step, which make it really easy to understand what you are doing at each point. I also like that the transparencies are added at the end. This means no pointless masking if you hate doing masking like I do, but you could also put it all on, mask it, and paint it. The transparencies on this are gorgeous. No sort of warping or scratching, and look how crystal clear that is. My nails look exactly like they do, just with the changes to the texture of the glass. There are some parts which have this textured section, which I assume will need to be painted, so might not get away with putting them all in immediately after. And here's a close-up of that glass nose. Ugh, gorgeous.
So looking inside the box, I'm really excited for this kit. Like, I don't necessarily think this is going to be the best Ju52 ever made, but I think it's definitely going to be one of the leaders on the market right now. Now, the issue for me is, do I do it in the scheme that's in the box, one of the three that's there, or do I do it in the Milka scheme, which is what I've ordered decals for? And I was speaking to some of my friends about it, and they were like, no, you should order the Hello one and do that one in the Milka scheme because it's cheaper. But honestly, girl, I just really want to do a Milka Ju52, and I'm not going to build two of these. So should I just do this one in the Milka scheme? Because I feel like that would be iconic. Let me know in a comment down below what you think, and maybe I'll do a poll as a community post. I don't know. Oh, and yeah, speaking of those 3 themes, did you notice how they're not on the Airfix website? It's really weird that the schemes are just nowhere, so who knows what ones you're getting. Obviously there's the one that's on the box art, and there was one done by Modelers World, Airfix Modelers World, so you know at least 2 of the schemes, but the 3rd one we're not really sure of until we got the box thing. So it's just, I think that's a bit poor really. It should be really clear on the website. And speaking of the website, here's a picture of the website the day it came out. Notice anything missing? Like maybe a banner saying the Ju52 has come out? Yeah, so unless you were subscribed to their general marketing email, which I'm not because I don't like having spam in my inbox, quite frankly, and I view most marketing emails as spam, you aren't going to be aware this came out. Unless you see it at a shop, or you just happen to go onto another website, like a different merchant, or you click on the just arrived bit. Quite often I'll go onto the Airfix site and just see if something's come out, but a lot of the time with the new range it'll just be put down as this is aircraft that they've got, and when you click on it it'll say pre-order. And actually no, this came out and I didn't know. I was actually streaming on the day and my friend BFC was like, hey, actually this came out today, I got an email for it. Because apparently Airfix don't really do emails to any of the content creators anymore, at least it seems that way at the moment. And they're not really updating their website or their socials, because their socials did nothing to say this kit was out. Because I guess why would you promote a product that you've released that was really anticipated and you have just put into a magazine? Yeah, I guess this might just be a result of like the restructuring at Airfix or whatever. And I've got a longer video that will come out talking about that at some point, but it does feel a bit alarming that one of their biggest releases of the year, a brand new tool, really well-loved and renowned aircraft, has had no promotion whatsoever beyond being an Airfix Modelers World magazine, which quite frankly, you know, even if you live in like a big city or a big town now, there's like 1 or 2 copies at like a supermarket, if you're lucky. Where is the advertisement for this? Why isn't this front and center of their website saying, just released Ju52 with pictures of it in the different schemes, or at least a finished model of it and a picture of the schemes, not just, well, the picture of it unpainted or renders potentially. Like, I just don't understand why they haven't done this. And again, I'm assuming this is just, you know, a lot of people have moved places, a lot of new people have come in to do things, and potentially this has just fallen on the wayside for now, but yeah, it's interesting. Either way though, I'm genuinely excited to build this. I'm a bit overwhelmed by the inside of it. There's a lot of detail in there, and like, I don't think the windows are really any bigger than on the CL415, so you're not really going to see any of it inside. Also, if I do the milk version, my seats will need to be abreast rather than sort of opposite each other as benches, so, which I think is how they are. So I'm going to have to, I don't know, adjust mine, and also mine won't have as many of the antennas on top because it has, I think modern radios, there's like 2 diagonally sort of protruding, I think, antennas off the top, so I think I would have to edit mine, but not loads. I think it would be fine. That's if I do the milk one. Obviously leave a comment down below if you think I should do that one. But yeah, I'm really excited by this. I really do genuinely hope that in the future Airfix continue to do this quality of modelling. Like, I really love Airfix. I really think they can do amazing work, and this just shows that. I'm excited to get the Canberra later on this year. Let's just hope they keep doing this in the future, because they were market leaders in the quality of their tooling. Or I think they are some of the market leaders, not necessarily the market leader. And this kit looks so incredible. I've seen it at so many model shows, and every time I'm just like, God, this kit's gorgeous, you know? And I just really, really want to see it myself and build it in a really unique scheme. So yeah. I know I went on a little bit of a rant there, but I'm sure you can appreciate why. If you liked what you've seen here today, make sure to subscribe to the channel to get up to date with the latest and greatest videos, and leave a like down below as well, along with that comment telling me which scheme you think you should do it in. It's the Milka scheme. Please say I should do it in the purple Milka scheme, because honey, that scheme is giving. Also, if you want to support the channel more, you can become a channel member. Just hit the join button down below. Or you can do it over on Ko-fi if you prefer to do it outside of YouTube's platform, or just want to do one-off donations. If you do the monthly, there are Advanced Kit and Starter Kit level members. The difference is Advanced Kits gets shouted out at the end of the videos because they're just such little cuties. And make sure to share this video too, even if you're sharing it to your own email address. Anything helps, just to help YouTube know that this video is worth a watch. If you're on mobile, make sure to hype the video too. Just swipe over from the comments, hit hype, and that helps the video as well, apparently. There's so many ways to do it now, who even knows anymore? And if you want to just hang out with some cool model makers, head over to my Discord, the link is in the description. It's just a friendly place where you can share your latest builds or finished creations. And with that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!
Thanks for watching the videos. You can see all the lovely Starter Kit and Advanced Kit level members here who have helped support the channel. A big shout out goes to my Advanced Kit level members, including Taggers365, Star Trek Props and Models, Bobby G, Dafty Duck, Bob and Genevieve Albridge, David Barber, Jeff Styramas, and the two longest supporters of Advanced Kit level members, that's Explosive Water and Crazy Locha, who has given a load more donations of more Advanced Kit level members, so thank you so much for your support over the time. It really does make a world of difference. And if you've enjoyed what you've seen here today, make sure to subscribe to the channel to be kept up to date with my latest and greatest videos, including live streams, which I aim to do, well, 1 to 3 times a week, depending on my availability. And here's a recommended video for you. Bye!